Hey, how you doing? My name is Nate. For those who know me and those who don't, I ask that the Lord blesses my tongue as I tell you guys this. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. This one is January 2nd, 2018. This one was to me. And this is what the Lord said. If you don't need my help, then why would you come to me? If you don't need my help, then why do you ask? And it was something else, but I'm not sure of the last part. Now, the reason why the Lord told me this and the reason why the Lord showed me this and said this to me is because I was praying to the Lord for something. I was asking for something. After a while, I started thinking I can do it by myself. So the Lord came in and said, if you don't need my help, and if you didn't want my help, then why would you ask? Okay, there's another one. This is February 3rd, 2018. I'm not going to read it. I'm just going to tell you about it. And this is the reason why, because the night before, the night before that night, I talked to the Lord and I was asking him, when people start dying, when people die, who goes first? Or I'm not sure if I said who goes first or who dies first or whatever the case is. But basically what he showed me and let me know was the dead come first. The dead, he was letting me know that the dead were about to rise. The dead, they were rising first. They were going first. So I guess in the Bible, I'm not sure if I read it already, where it says in the time of tribulation and judgment or whatever, the people to be raised will be the first. I'm not sure if it was the dead or the people of the Lord, or I'm not sure, so don't quote me on it. But the Lord was showing me that the dead was going to rise first. And what he did was, when he wants to really, 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 really get my attention, he showed me someone that I love so much. And he showed me sitting on top of his grave, and his grave started to rise while his the casket was still under the ground. Where the casket was starting to rise, there was a rise in the grass, and I seen it starting to rise. And the Lord was showing me a lady who was mourning, and the person that he was showing me that rose or whatever, somebody I really cared about, somebody I really loved and still do. This person has already passed. He's gone. I seen somewhat of his death while he was still alive, while he was in prison. But before he even got out of prison. But the Lord showed me he was gonna rise, and in the next scene the Lord showed me him laying in my house in my bed. He was wrapped up in cloth from head to toe. Only thing that was basically out was his nose or something. I can't even remember that part. But I wrote it. I'm not gonna read it because some of it is personal. The Lord showed me my son unraveling him and starting at his stomach, and then the Lord showed me, I was watching. I stood at the end of the bed and I watched. And then the Lord showed my son tearing the cloth from his eyes. And he opened his eyes. He opened his eyes and to see. He opened his eyes to see. And he was trying to get up out the bed, and he ended up falling because he couldn't get his balance. And it was something about him having to go, something with the restroom, and I'm not sure what that means, because when God shows me the restroom, I keep thinking mess or something, but it may not mean mess, but it's something with the restroom. He had to go to the restroom. The Lord placed me at the front of the house and him at the back, and I watched him as he walked around. And the Lord told me that he was mad at me. He let me know that he was mad at me. Not the Lord was mad at me, but the person who had passed that was rising or had rose and was alive again. The Lord showed me that he was mad at me because he felt like I wasn't there. And, so I guess this one was the Lord telling me that the dead was going to rise. They would rise. They would wake first. So that's what that one was about. So I'm going to go ahead and end this one and go to the next. And it was because I prayed and I wanted to know. I have to be careful with when you pray, be careful with the things you pray for, and be careful with the things you say, because it could come in any way. And I want you guys to know that anyway, when things happen to other people, in certain one of my things that the Lord shows me, he puts my son in certain places because my son stands in a place of love. So I noticed that. And I'll explain that to you if I get to that part. Not if I get to the part. I may explain that to you because that's related to somebody else and a situation has already come to pass. But he'll put somebody you love so much there and they stand in a place of love. Or he'll put someone he really, really wants your attention and really wants you to remember something. He'll put someone else you love in a place or in a situation so that way you will understand, you remember. So I'm going to go ahead and end this when I go to the next. Or stop for a little while because I am getting tired and I've been talking so much today. So my voice is... So I'm going to end this one. I'm going to try to get another one tonight. I'm not sure and I'm not positive. So don't quote me on it. I love you guys. Bye.